Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we're back for some more of the Twilight Princess HD Let's Play. And if you didn't miss out during the last one, well, we're finally going to be going and meeting up with Zelda here as Wolf Link, and we're going to be able to go and figure out what our next main mission is going to be happening from here. Now, I do know exactly about what that next main mission is going to be happening, and that is going to be heading on over towards into the Sacred Grove, where that is the Master Sword location, which I don't think we're going to be getting the Master Sword in this episode. We're going to have to do that for the next one that's going to be happening, because currently what is going to be going on within the Sacred Grove is that we're going to have to go and chase on after the Skull Kid, and that's going to be a little bit annoying here and there because of just the way of how the Sacred Grove is. It's kind of like almost like in a way of how the Lost Woods is all about. Now, every time that this Skull Kid moves around, the area kind of changes itself a little bit, so that kind of makes things a little bit more annoying than it actually has to be, because not only is the Skull Kid going to be inside the Sacred Grove, but there's also going to be these type of, like, I guess marionette type of skeleton puppets things that are going to be starting to show up as well too, which that's what the Skull Kid is going to kind of bring on out within the way of the Sacred Grove. There is going to be a boss battle that we are going to be doing with the actual Skull Kid himself, and now surprisingly that battle is not all that too entirely difficult. It's just that you want to make sure that during the battle is that you kind of clear the area of all those marionette skeletons that are going to be happening there, and you should at least be able to get at least some bit of some knockout hits during our time. Now, we are getting ourselves pretty much close into getting that piece of that stone, and then we can go and transfer between both with Wolf Link and also with Link as well, making things super nice for what's going to happen a little bit later, so that if you ever do want to go and be on your way of collecting out those pole souls, having that piece of that type of rock that we're going to be having later is going to be very nice to kind of get around it to different places. The same with the heart pieces as well too, because that's also something that we are also going to have to be on the lookout for. And that also reminds me that we do have the stamps. Now, again, I'm not going to go and fully, I want to say 100% complete off with the stamps, but if we ever do run into any of them, we'll make sure to be on the lookout for that and add all of those into our inventory. I think so far we have like a total of 6 at this point in time, so hopefully we can try to grab a little bit more as well. And off goes Zelda. Unfortunately, she's going to be using up all of her power to go and give back over here to Minda, because unfortunately with Minda's wounds, she can't really go and do anything all that too much. But now she's back to her normal self, not in that pink and indigo blue type of state that she's at anymore. And yeah, no more Zelda. But within these 2 videos for today, not only are we going to be doing just out here with the Twilight Princess, but we are going to be going and moving on into with the way of how Yokai Watch 3 is going to be happening as well. Currently, right now in Yokai Watch 3, we're going to have to go and grab ourselves with another one of these watch ranking situations. I think we are going to be reaching all the way up to watch rank C, which that should be handy. And not only that, but we are going to be heading along with Buck, and I think we are going to be reaching on our way to some sort of Grumbler's Grotto, some sort of cave destination, where there's going to be another one of those ancient ruin type of places that's going to be making its appearance, and we'll see what's happening from there. And oh geez, yeah, that does not look good at all. Seems like Zant has made his force field already around within the actual Hyrule Castle itself. But not to worry, it's not encased around within the whole entire place of the Hyrule Castle. Well, not with the whole type of like Castle Town area with Hyrule Castle, but we do have Castle Town still a part within the way that we can still be able to access stuff. So not to worry about with that, because there's still quite a bit of other different mini games that still need to happen, and I don't think the developers want to go completely completely just bar the whole entire place from there. That would just be really annoying. Because, like, also as too, we do have, of course, with everything that needs to be done with that claw shot minigame, which I believe we can actually do that now. But I think we could actually not be able to go and do, like, one of the other type of phases, because there is a double claw shot that needs to happen later. Because I'm pretty certain I think you do have to go back to that same guy for that minigame, so we'll have to see. But I'm pretty sure we could go and do one of the first of many phases in there. But I don't know if we'll probably get a stamp or maybe a heart piece along within there. So yeah, so here are the marionette puppets that are going to be showing up within here. And there's that same exact monkey that we just went and saw from before. Now, this was the same type of monkey that I believed... I know that we had to go and rescue out with that monkey before. And not only that, but also meet up around within the way of the poisonous goop area, where we kind of had to use the lamp for a little bit there. So I wonder what this monkey was been doing all the way over at the Sacred Grove part. Now I am going to edit out a little bit of this just so you guys not to see too much around within there. There is like a different amount of like obstacles and other things that you have to be a little bit on the watch out for. But again, nothing all that too much of anything being all that too annoying there. Alright, so here is the next Howling Stone. This is going to be another location for one of those wolves out here. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have my phone on me, so I can't really know exactly what this song is going to be from here. I know that there's going to be some other songs that are going to happen a little bit later within the Halloween Stones that I believe there's going to be one that was never actually something to be a part within the Zelda games before. I think it was just kind of like their own type of song to get put into here. Nothing to be like somewhat of a reference with. I know that majority of what was going on so far within the beginning aspects of some stuff was that most of the songs that we have been hearing so far did come from the N64 line of the Zelda songs, such as from like Majora's Mask, and I think also with Ocarina of Time as well. So pretty cool to go and hear all those there. Alright, so out goes the wolf again, and let's go and see where this location is going to be at. Shouldn't be too far away. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's just right around in that location. Just around in that type of part. Around where the Castle Town part's going to be happening from there. So we'll make sure to go and pick that up. Hopefully that is going to be the one for the Helm Strike. Because that's going to be like my most favorable one. And I think that's going to be something that we're going to possibly be needing for another type of boss battle later. Now, our next dungeon location is going to be heading on over to the, I want to say into the Grill Desert, because that's where the so-called Arbiter Grounds is going to be making their appearance from there. Alright, so now we're here in the Sacred Grove. We're going to now go and use the Zelda's song here, of course. Well, everybody must probably know this one, of course. This one has to be the Zelda Lullaby, right? One of my favorite type of OSTs from any type of classic Zelda game. Alright, and just like that, we should be able to go in here. A Skull Kid gonna be making his appearance here. And now we're just gonna have to just kind of play tag with this guy. Yeah, so I think like the best way to go and knock around with these marionette puppet things is that you kind of want to go and at least use like your B button there, or at least going for at least some sort of like other move. Maybe do like the spinning tail attack that could possibly go and help out quite a bit as well. So off he goes running again, like a coward that he is. And just around over here, we're going to be meeting up with him once more. And now he's going to be on the road down to this direction. So yeah, so every time that he runs around, he'll be switching the area a little bit. So here we go, here's another hit. This should at least be one of the last of many hits here before we start going into the actual battle. And I think that's where we're going to be landing into right now. So let's keep on doing it. I actually do kind of like this melody of the Lost Woods. Pretty nice. Alright, now let the fun time begin. Seems like there's like a rock to get destroyed around over here. Wonder what we're gonna have to go and do with that. So, yep, so let the battle happen. So he's going to be teleporting into all of those different type of little platforms there. And if you go and knock out with majority of all of those different marionettes, you should be able to get at least some sort of hit on him before he goes and recalls out those guys again. So, yep, so off he goes and he leaves. And now it's time for the annoying puzzle game out here for this one. But it's a good thing that I did actually have my phone on me here for this part, just so I could figure out exactly what we need to do. But yeah, there are these two different Guardian statues here, so we're gonna have to go and play the Zelda Lullaby again. And there we go. And now we get transported to this type of weird type of destination here. Huh. You know what? I never realized it, but it looks like all those different places of all those different platforms kind of like almost looks like an 8-bit heart energy from like the classic Zelda game. That's pretty cool. Didn't even realize that. So yep, so there we go. Got through that code there. And now the door has finally been opened up, and here we go. And that is where the Master Sword is going to be taking place. Okay, and with that being said in mind, that's where we're going to end off the episode for today. See you guys in the next one, and peace.